Hey folks, lack of response here. We are doing another round of the good, the bad, and the weird. Today we are looking at the Todd Begg Steelcraft Series Mini Bodega. We are going to talk about the good, which is things I like. The bad, which is things I don't. The weird, the things that make it kind of cool or different or interesting. And in accordance with prophecy, we start with measurements and size comparisons. So we're looking at about 7 inches overall, about 3 inches of blade. We will do some size comparisons. Our usual suspects. The boringest knife in the world, large spends of 21. And the Spyderco Mannix. Small knife. Other size comparisons going from the Todd Begg Steelcraft series, which was the collaborations with like Wii and Riate, and he went through some different OEMs to get his designs out there at, a non-custom knife price for people. So these are made in China, based off of Todd Begg's custom designs. Here it is amidst my other Todd Begg Steelcraft series. That's the full-size Bodega. That's the Mini. And that's the Sun Tzu Quaken. If we're giving general advice, like don't pick fights you can't win, whatever. Okay. There we go. Okay. So that's measurements, that's size comparisons. You can see marks on the blade because this has been used. We are going to talk about the good. Oh, right. We need to check out details on the blade. Look at any markings. IKBS ceramic. I'm thinking this is before this came out before IKBS was doing caged bearings, so those are probably loose, which I think is bad, but we'll talk about that later. Steelcraft series. I'm not seeing any markings saying the blade steel. It's got a nice finish on the inside of the backspacer. It is very hollowed out. We do have lock bar insert with over travel stop. We have nice finish and texturing. Okay. I wonder if this one says blade steel on it. Let's look. The big one. Likewise, gives no indication of blade steel. Fair enough. This was from back in the day when S35VN was considered the premium blade steel, so I'm guessing that's what it is. I think it predates the M390 craze. Many years ago. 2010s. I'm going to start off with the good. I like the finish on it. The nice, black PVD, DLC, blackwash, whatever they called it. It looks nice. It's got kind of a Kylo Ren vibe, just like its big brother. Let me zoom back out. Zoom out for us, camera. There we go. It does have kind of a Kylo Ren vibe, which was what appealed to me about it. When I bought it, we're talking about the early days of the Star Wars sequel trilogy. If you want to argue Star Wars, please feel free to do so in the comments. I've been thinking about doing some videos about that as well. Good. I like the finish. I love the texture. We have diamond texture there. We have a finer texture up here, but it is still textured. We got more of that diamond texture over here. We got more of the little Kylo Ren vented fullers. So they put the texturing everywhere, on both sides of the knife, which is good. Pocket clip is nicely rounded. Look at that. That does not cause any discomfort. You can push button it. You can light switch it. If it wasn't for that finger choil being so small, you could choke up comfortably and use that nice little thumb rest. But maybe you have tinier fingers and you can do that. Sadly, I have no good options on this handle, which leads us into the bad. It's a little too small to comfortably hold. Ran into this with the 3-inch XM18 as well. Plus the pocket clip screws stick out. Can we see that? Yes, they are proud of the pocket clip. So when I hold it back here, the pocket clip screws are poking me in the meat of my hand. And if I try to choke up, I have to do this basically because otherwise my finger is on the blade. No comfortable way to really use this. Hold this for use. But it is a cool thing to have in the collection. So, that's bad. IKBS, loose bearings. If I ever wanted to take this knife apart, I would be utterly miserable. I have had loose bearing experiences before, which we will talk about probably in the next video in this series, if I'm just going through the cases as I go through them. Or maybe not. But I have had one experience with taking apart a knife and finding it full of loose bearings unexpectedly. And I lost a couple. The knife still works, but that was aggravating enough that I am much less willing to take a knife apart anymore. So loose bearings are traumatizing, and no, there's no reason to do that to yourself. Cage bearings work so nicely. The weird. We have the full size. Nice kind of flat but rounded. Ergonomically curved in that banana sausage shape. With finger choil big enough to put your finger in. So they know how to make a nice comfy ergonomic knife. It's weird that all they did was just shrink it and think it would work just as well. It's weird that they put no thought into making the small one as comfortable to hold as the big one. So that's weird. And bad. And sad. And that kind of sums up my feelings on the Todd Begg Knives Steelcraft Series Mini Bodega. Gosh, that's a long knife name. That's also bad. That's too much to say. I want to thank you so much for tuning in. Please tell me what you think in the comments. And like, share, subscribe. And stay tuned for more. Have a good one.